Hi everybody, I'm Nancy G. Baker, and today I want to talk to you a little bit more about prepping food, and this is really about foods, not meals. There are different foods that I will get. I don't like things to go bad, so I will freeze a lot of stuff. Right here I have a bowl of fruit, which I will usually keep on the counter so that if I walk in here hungry, that's the first thing I see. I've got bananas, apples, I may have oranges, pears, whatever. A lot of those things don't go bad quickly. Bananas do go bad pretty quick. So when it gets to the point where I think it's going bad, I will freeze it. And I'll show you that in a minute. So this is one of the first things I recommend. These make great snacks. And some of the foods we're going to talk about have lots of antioxidants and nutrients that are just good for your health. So I do recommend, this is one of the first and easiest things, have some fruit on hand. It's easy to get to. Now each week I usually buy stuff and then I prep stuff, and I have not done that yet. So I thought I'll just invite you to see what I do. I'm going to go to the freezer first because I need to make room in there for what's coming. So let me see what I did that I need to clean up. So I pulled everything out. I'm going to put it back. This is pineapple, bananas, and I do have one more banana. There are avocados that are still good. A little bit of mango. This kale, I think I'm going to get rid of this because I bought new kale. And then strawberries. So the strawberries were on sale this week. I got some of those. And again, I ate some, but I'm saving some. These are great for smoothies. A lot of this stuff, I'm trying to think. I do have blueberries. I do make a blueberry crisp. So some of this I may make into something else. Most of the time this is going to be smoothies. I also have a bag of blueberries. It has its own spot because I do pull this out a lot. I love blueberries. I will make crisp and of course smoothies. You can add it on top of other things with oatmeal, yogurt, whatever. So these are frozen bags, and if you look at the ingredients, it just says blueberries. So it's a great option. You don't have to buy it fresh and prep everything. You can buy it like this and you're good to go. Looking in the refrigerator, there are a few things I need to put away. So I'm going to show you this right here. Hopefully you can see. We made fajitas this weekend. Now we have eaten probably 2 meals, so that's about my limit. But really good leftovers for later, and I'm going to store them in 2 little containers and put them in the freezer. Now I have tape that I'm going to label, and I'm going to put fajitas, and I'm also going to put the month and the year. This was another recipe I tried. So we have eaten 1 container of this. I am going to label that one and freeze that as well. So everything I cooked this weekend is now stored in the freezer. It won't go bad. I can pull it out when I want that meal. I did cut some onions this weekend. And when you're cutting and crumbing, you might as well go ahead and cut it all up. So I am going to put this on the sheet. One reason I do this, you notice the strawberries on the sheet. If you freeze them this way, they will not stick to each other. And you can pull them out and have one at a time. So I'm going to try to spread this out. Because if you just put it all together, it just freezes in a clump. So I'm trying to avoid that. And after a while, just like I did with the strawberries, I will put them in a container. The last 2 things in the refrigerator I need to deal with are celery and kale. Now with kale, I don't like it that much. I really like the benefits. I typically use them in a smoothie. I've tried to find recipes, but right now I'm just going to rinse it, let it dry, and then I will store it and freeze it, and then put it in a bag. With celery, I just want it to last as long as it can. So I will show you what I do with that. I'm going to rinse it, and then I'm going to cut it and store it in an airtight container with a paper towel on top of it to absorb the moisture. I'll show you that in a bit. I'm just going to I cut them like this. I'm going to put and store them in here. If they're too long, I'll just cut that off. And I'm going to put it where I'm going to freeze it. The stalks are something that they still have nutrition in them. Granted, you're not going to cook with them, so I will just put them here. But I save the stalks and I freeze those. So I do have to let everything dry, but I just want to show you. This is basically what I do. I will put them in here, store them this way, put this on top to grab the moisture, and your celery will stay crisp longer in the refrigerator and have a longer shelf life. This is going to be great in smoothies, and you can save money because you're using more of the celery. I am going to pull the leaves off of the stalk. If you Google this, they will tell you don't eat the stalks. I need to go back and look more. I think it's just if you're not used to kale, it's got a lot of fiber. It's a good thing to add to your diet. It's going to keep you regular, but you don't want to overdo it starting out. When it comes to greens, you do want to rotate your greens. You don't want to have the same thing all the time. I believe spinach, if you have it all the time, it can cause kidney stones. Don't quote me on that, look it up, but I do know you should rotate greens. Hopefully this helped you, and if you want more recipes and tips on health, nutrition, and just living a happy, healthy life, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching.